Hello, welcome. Time to play World of Warcraft. Here we are in the Burning Crusade. It's officially launched now. The pre-patch came out November 2nd, and then officially launched the Burning Crusade. The Dark Portal opened on November 16th. Today's the 17th, so it's like a day after. This video probably won't be uploaded though for another day or two, so it'll be a little bit later. But so the Dark Portal, what does that even mean? So the pre-patch means you can access the Paladin class on the new Blood Elf race, because the Paladin was limited to humans and dwarves before, and now they can be a Blood Elf. So they added a Blood Elf race to the Horde, and they added the Draenei race to the Alliance, and then the Draenei can be the Shaman, which is the Horde exclusive class. So they didn't add any new classes, they just added 2 new races, and they allowed the 2 faction or whatever, alliance or whatever you call it, the faction alignment, I don't know what you call those things. Is it a faction? With the Horde and Alliance or whatever, they added those 2 races, and they allowed the 2 unique classes or whatever. So the Paladin was unique to Alliance, and now the Horde can get it, and the Shaman was unique to the Horde, and now the Alliance can get it. And so we made Paladins. I made a Paladin, I leveled her to 60. SiRiUS bought a Paladin off of the Warmane store. So I was going to explain how that works a little bit. You have the ability to pay $20 to level a character all the way up to 60 instantly, but they removed that option when the pre-patch went live, and I think because they don't want people leveling a bunch of Paladins to 60 instantly, but they still allowed players to sell characters through the open trading market that they have on their website, and the cheapest you can buy one is 30, and so you have to buy it from another actual player. So this is a Paladin that someone else leveled up and then sold for $30, and then SiRiUS bought it, and he paid like $5 more to rename it to SiRiUS.
Yes.
Very nice. And then now you have no idea how to play your Paladin, by the way.
Yeah.
But you basically didn't like your warrior.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
You don't like the whole stance switching thing. I was kind of thinking that you wouldn't like it, but you want to be a plate wearer type warrior type character. And they didn't have Paladin on Horde before, but now they do. So now you can be a Paladin. And so I actually really wanted to make a Paladin too, so I made one, female Paladin. So check out the pants, by the way. New pants.
Yes.
They're the same pants.
I bought these pants.
Look, these are the same pants as that you're wearing, that I'm wearing, but they look different. Mine are like the hot female thighs version. They actually changed like every pants are custom to the female. We're gonna have these thighs exposed, just like how the undead will always have those bones sticking out, which is really stupid, by the way. The Blood Elf female is always gonna have her thighs showing, I guess, on all the pants. Very nice.
Yes.
So I was going to talk about what else did they add. So then once the actual Dark Portal opens, when the actual Burning Crusade goes live, what happens is that you can actually access Outland. So in the pre-patch, you can make the new Paladin character class. You have access to the new skill trees when they reset your talents and all that shit. But then what you can't access is you can't access Outland, and you can't level past 60 yet. And so as soon as the Dark Portal opens and the Burning Crusade actually launches, you can go through the Dark Portal, which is what we're going to do today, and you can level past 60. So I already saw people messages in chat saying things like, blah, 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 person earned achievement for reaching first person on the server to reach 70, level 70, and like first warrior on the server to reach 70, and first, you know, whatever the fuck. Like there's different achievements. There's like an achievement for like literally just first person to reach it, then there's like first of every class to reach it, you know.
Wait, so
the first shaman to reach it, first troll to reach it. Yeah.
Is this called, what is this add-on that just came out called? Burning Crusade?
So this is the first expansion. So like the game up until this point was just World of Warcraft. There's nothing else to it for like the first 2 years of the game. And then they made this first expansion, which I don't know if you know, Blizzard back in the day, they'd always do expansions. Like it was like Diablo 2 came out and then they made like an expansion that you'd buy. So it'd like be $50 for the main game and then it'd be like $35 expansion. Like Blizzard was always doing that since way back in the day. They'd always do like StarCraft and then there's like a StarCraft expansion. I don't know if you know that, right?
Yeah.
And
Same with games like Command and Conquer, and then a lot of games did that back then.
Yeah, and
the expansion.
Of course, I remember the piracy version of that, which is that the pirates would limit it to you have 50 files per main thing, and the add-ons could have 35 max files times 2.88 megabytes floppies.
Limiting themselves.
Yeah, they have to be able to pack it into that size or whatever. Anyway, so then the other thing that happens though is that you get access to this whole new tier of items, because the level 60 items plus the new Outland items are like a whole new tier of items. So some of these items that we bought, by the way, were kind of bad purchases because they are old level 60s. And so I wanted to explain that a little bit. The way the item level works in the game is that there's like two stats. There's an actual level requirement for your item, which is like what level does your character have to be able to wear the item, and the maximum that would reach was 60, because that was the maximum your character could be, is 60. But they had a system for making items more powerful than just 60. So they have another level system called item level, or eye level, which is kind of like the level of the stats of the item, if that makes sense. Like if an item is like item level 30 versus if an item is eye level 60, then the 60 would have access to a much higher range of stats. Like it'd be like 30 stamina, 30 strength instead of 15 stamina, 15 strength. You know what I mean? So like what the actual values, the numbers can reach on an item is based on an item level. So if you have an item level of like 90, it would probably be like 45 strength and 45 stamina or something like that, right? And then the way that the rarity works on items is that the green uncommon adds a +5 to item level, or does it add, yeah, to the item level? I think it does show it, or maybe it's, I'm not sure if it shows it or if it's like just the stats are just 5 higher. And now I forget if it'll actually show the item level higher or not. But anyways, so the point is when you're reaching these higher dungeons, so you reach 60, you start off playing the lower level dungeons that are all level 60, but there's like different ranks of dungeons, right? So you start to go like doing the first easiest level 60 dungeons, and then you do harder level 60 dungeons, and then you do the raids, which is like more than 5 player, like 10 player and 25 player raids or whatever, right? Those raids are dropping item level 85 items, right? So an item level 85 item is going to have much better stats than an eye level 60 item, but they're both going to be level 60 required to wear. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Oh, I see.
So the item level is actually the actual stats power level of the item. Does that make sense?
Yeah. How do other games manage to do this without having two separate item and level levels?
They do. They just don't tell you. They just don't tell you this, which is they kind of semi tried to keep the item level secret-ish in this game, but you know, people know it too much, and they do show it in the auction house and stuff like that. And
yeah.
But so basically, if you look at the auction house and you're looking at items you can wear as a level 60, what you're going to see now that the Dark Portal is open is you're going to see a bunch of new green items, which are all level 60, but they're all like item level 85 and shit, right? So for an item to be item level 85 before, it wouldn't be green, it'd be like a purple epic item, and it would be dropping from some super raid that was like a 25 person raid that you get it from. So in order to get those kind of item levels like 85, you'd be having to end game the vanilla content, right? But as soon as you start on the Burning Crusade, like the first green item that drops for you is going to have item level 85, even though it's a shitty green item. Does that make sense? Like there's a whole new tier of items that start off in this, and so it's kind of a bad idea to buy a bunch of items that are the old items. So I actually bought a bunch of new items, like this This scythe is actually from one of the new items from the new item sets. Do you see this shit?
Yeah. I ended up just buying a bunch of older stuff, I guess.
Well, I'm not sure. Like, you can tell. I mean, actually, look at your character real quick, and mouse over an item, like your sword. Where does this show the item level? Where does it show it?
I don't think you see it unless you're in the auction house version of it.
I see it, but you don't see it. I have a thing. I have an extra add-on which is showing mine, which is you don't have.
Oh.
Try to hold down Shift or Alt or Control. Does it change your tooltip at all? One of those changed it. What was that one?
Shift. Holding Shift does this.
Damn. Well, anyways, see, I need to make it so you could see it, but so some of my items are like are really old. I have item level 42 here because these are just items I got while I was leveling. Also, shit. These leggings though, for example, are a really bad purchase, but they look really good. So they are purchased simply because they look good. But it's a level 57, eye level 62 purple item or whatever. I'm trying to find one of these newer item. Did I even get one? No, I didn't get any because I think I was buying my items. The only item I have that's new is this war scythe because I was buying my items before I reached 60 because I was 57 or whatever. And so this item is level 57. These shoulders. Yeah, so the new items that are dropped from Outland, they actually go all the way down to 57. You can actually get a 57, 58, 59, 60 new item. And the way you can tell that it's new is the fact that the item level. So I wish you could see the item level on the item, right? But so you don't need to know the item level. You just need to see the stats. So basically, a level 57 item, which is the old one, will not have 24 agility, 24 strength. It'll have much lower than that. So the new ones, which are item level 81, will have much higher agility and strength. So like, you know how there's stats like of the bear is like stamina and strength? Like the actual values will be higher. So that's how you could tell. But now if you go to the auction house, you'll see a bunch of these new items listed, is my point. My scythe is new. And let's actually go to...
This sword. I remember this sword was way ahead of the current one.
I think...
Like an
let me inspect it.
85.
Let me inspect you. Fuck, did I inspect you? Inspect. Let me inspect. I think your sword, yeah. So this sword, the reason it was so cheap, because it was like 20 gold or something like that, and so powerful, 68 DPS, is because it's a new item that's dropping from Outland, and these people were farming it, and they were like probably the very first person to sell it was selling it for a few hundred gold. But then quickly undercutting as more and more people find it. So this must be a high drop chance rare item that's from Outland. Its stats are really high for... So that's like a basic ass item that drops from Outland, which is already more powerful than some of the most powerful items in fucking the vanilla that people would work through months and months of raiding to be able to get. But that's how it works. This whole expansion is like a whole new tier essentially. This item that you have, the sword, is eye level 85, by the way.
Nice. Your
bracers are eye level 81. Your chest is 81. Your shoulders are 57, so it's like your necklace is 81.
I had a better shoulders, but this one ended up looking way better visually, so I went for this one.
Holy shit, your legs are eye level 90.
Oh shit.
See, these ones are new ones. And so they actually added a few other, these are 84. You have a bunch of new ones. Most, like 2/3 of your items are actually the new ones. They added a few new types even. So you know how there's like of the bear, of the boar, of the tiger, all those things, right? You have one here called of the beast. That's a new one. They didn't have of the beast in vanilla. And of the beast is strength, agility, and stamina. All three of those. So they added like 3 combo named ones. There's other ones than just beast, but there's like, intellect, spirit, stamina would be like another one. All right, so that's enough talking about stats and shit. Let's actually go do the dark portal. So what does that mean? What does it mean to go to Outland? What does it mean to go to the dark portal? How would you do it normally? That's the question, right?
I have no idea.
I got my new mount. Let's go. So here we are in silver.
That's another thing I did. I got a mount.
Oh yeah, because you reached 60, so you got your new epic mount, which they changed the prices around.
60, quote unquote, reached 60.
Close enough. You got close enough. It's fine.
I got my warrior to 53. I could have done it.
It's close enough. Basically, 53 to 60 is you just go to Ungoro Crater and you just fight dinosaurs, and you level like that really fast. Anyway, so you got that horse, which is fast. Oh, that's not your fast horse. You have to.
I'm the fast horse.
You have to ride your chicken. You have to ride your chicken.
And I got my fast chicken.
Yeah, the horse.
I call them chocobos, though.
So I got the green one because the green one was best for my coloring for my character.
Yeah. Oh, the only options for fast ones are like
green,
purple,
pink,
red,
and pink.
Purple, blue, and green. It's terrible.
Both of them are like pink, blue, pink, red.
They're like purple and red and shit. Like, why can't they just give you like a black one, all black?
I know the black one was my favorite one, but why can't they just have a black fast version, a swift black one? You know? Yeah, like why are there 5 versions of the shitty one and only 3 versions of the better one? Like, you know?
Yeah.
When you have Ferrari, what?
When you buy a Ferrari, the color options are like jet black, fucking bright red, bright orange. They're not like fucking purple and fucking blue mix. Like, if you know, it's bullshit.
What if they were like, you know, the highest tier Lamborghini you can buy or something is like they don't have it in most of the colors except for like 2. What about that? I guess they do that kind of thing. It's a more exclusive.
Yeah, they'll choose like an exclusive like midnight blue or like some kind of, you know, only for the highest version type color. Yeah.
But anyways, they're super fast. Look how fucking they look like they're wigging out when you're running. They're like, look, if you run into let's see if you can run into a wall or something. If you run into like get stuck somewhere. There you go. Or something.
Having a freak out, they are.
There we go. This is so fast though. Anyways, they're so fast. All right, let's get the fuck out of here. So we're in Silver Moon City. We're gonna take the portal. How do you get to the dark portal? This is the question.
Better show it.
So unfortunately, it's kind of far, because neither of us have a flight path to Stonard. Swamp of Sorrows.
I've only ever even been to this city once, so
it's not from here. It's not from here. It's on Eastern Kingdom.
Oh, okay.
This is.
I don't even know how I got here, motherfucker.
Take this portal. This is the portal that connects Silver Moon City to Undercity. The new.
How did I get to Silver Moon City again?
So.
From here.
From this portal, yeah. Well, you start there as a blood elf. That's where you're. That's where. Let me show it on the map. Why is my map not coming up?
New portal which was added.
Oh, my interface is hidden. Right. So look at your map real quick. Let me just explain this again. I kind of showed this in the pre-patch video, but I'll just show it again. If you look at Eastern Kingdoms, like zoom your map out, and then look at Eastern Kingdoms. Undercity is in Eastern Kingdoms, right? And at the top right side of the continent in the north, they added this little penis peninsula, like it grew like an erection. It was like it grew upwards out of the continent. Was not shaped like this before, so they added these 2 zones here: Eversong Woods 1 to 10 and Ghostlands 10 to 20. So these are the starting zone 1 to 10 of the blood elf, and then the 10 to 20 zone of the blood elf. That is a level 70 raid place that people go do like high level dungeons once they reach max level. So this is like some of the new content that they added. If you actually look here, so Silver Moon City is the new capital city of the blood elves that she added. So they basically, for every race that they have to always have a capital city, and they have to have their starting zone, and they have to have their 10 to 20 second zone or whatever, you know, like the barons is for the orcs and the trolls. So then the Alliance version of it is on the other continent, on Kalimdor, and it's also on the north side, and they added these 2 islands that are, so Teldrassil, the big island at the top, is the original Night Elf starting city and zone, inside of a big tree. If you actually click on it, it's like a giant tree. Or wait,
they copied that from Zelda.
Well, yours zoomed in on Darnassus. Can you right click one more time? How do you actually click Click 10. Yeah, there you go. There's a tree. Darnassus is the city, but Teldrassil's the actual. So it's not just a city. There's actually the starting zone. So your player starts in Shadow Glen on the top right, and then that's your little mini start zone.
I
And
think it was
you're 1 to 10.
the Nintendo 64 Zelda that had the giant life
Deku tree or whatever. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So then Darnassus is the capital city of the Night Elves. Okay, and then the new shit they added is called Azure Mist Isle, which is their 1 to 10, and has the Exodar, and this is the Draenei capital city and starting zone. They start in Amin Vale, and that little thing on the right. So they always have the same. This is like a system that they are copy pasting throughout all of their, their races or whatever. Is they have to have a starting zone, little microcosm, and you have a slightly bigger microcosm world that it's like you slowly expanding your mind, your awareness of like what even
I'm expanding my mind.
What even exists in the world, slowly. So then anyways, and then the next zone for them is north of that called Blood Mist Isle, which is their 10 to 20 zone. It's a red version. I think I showed this off at some point in a previous video, like many videos ago when we were still playing on official instead of on the private server. I showed it off, so like 20 or 30 videos ago. But anyways, so I'm not gonna actually show that right now, but so to get to the Dark Portal is on Eastern Kingdoms. Yes, okay, yeah. It's all the way in the southeast corner in Blasted Lands.
Wow.
So we have to
guess that. I would have guessed like somewhere in the middle, or I don't know, up here. I don't know.
So we can actually take the boat to the Zeppelin to Gromgol. That'd probably be the easiest, actually. You want to just do that?
Yeah.
Or we can go from Undercity and ride all the way down south, which should take a lot longer.
Like how long are we talking?
20 minutes.
It's not too bad as long as we don't fucking dilly-dally.
All right, let's go.
You want to show it, or?
Yeah, let's go.
No fucking dilly-dallying and stopping
No
off for
dilly-dilly.
picnics and adventures everywhere.
No dilly-dally.
I was trying to help you level the other day, and it's really easy to get distracted from the quests at hand or whatever in this game. I
was doing the quests while I was leveling. You were getting mad for no reason. So what's happening?
I thought you were not focusing on what you were trying to do.
No, I was killing everything on the way to the quest objective, and then trying to have you kill it. Like, it could have gone faster, yeah, if like I was just killing everything, because you didn't know how to play your character. So you were like, what button do I press?
I still don't know how to play my character at all, by the way.
Fight this wolf and find out.
Level 10 wolf, it's gonna take 1 hit.
It's gonna take 1 hit. It's right click done.
So no, but at least you showed me the smallest amount, which is like there's seals and there's judgments, and they work in combination. So. Oh
yeah, so the general. I guess maybe I'll explain that while we're running here. The general principle of how the paladin works is they have these things called seals, and you have different ones. So there's a seal of righteousness here. One of the what's the first one you get? Is the first
command one. Or no, that's a later one.
Seal of Crusader.
This one here.
Seal of the Crusader is the first one you get.
Crusader, yeah.
So it does two functions. One is it gives you a buff. So when you use it, it gives you a 30-second long buff, and this one will boost your attack power by 270. And it also makes you attack 40% faster, but deals less damage with each attack, which is kind of a stupid thing to write onto your tooltip, because it sounds like, why does it mean less damage? What it's trying to say is, like, your swings will be 40% faster, but they've adjusted the damage so that way you're not doing 40% more damage. So they've counter-adjusted it so you're not actually doing more damage, but you will just attack faster, which has other advantages, because sometimes, if a faster attack speed will trigger things more often, etc. There's more reasons for attacking faster or slower than just it does more damage or less damage, But then what's confusing about it is like, but it also adds 270 attack power, so it does actually overall increase your damage and your attack speed because it's adding attack power. But anyways, so that's like the first function of every seal is it just gives you a 30-second buff of some sort. So like there's that one. There's Seal of Righteousness.
Pause.
Yes.
Pause the explanation. The guy wrote something funny in the chat. Hey, how do you feel after Trump won the elections? ? question mark happy face smiley face.
Happier that Kamala lost, to be honest. That's, well,
it's just funny. This is the kind of shit they put in the chat. Oh, by the way, or back
gloating.
to earlier, this actual expansion, you never actually said the name. Is it Burning Crusade? Is that what this is?
It's called The Burning Crusade, TBC.
Okay.
The Burning
my
Crusade.
Is, why are people in the chat, including earlier, just now I saw them wrote when TBC? Why are they still asking when TBC?
It's a joke.
Oh, I see.
It's
they
because
kept asking it for so long.
And
it's a joke at this point.
And they write it with a WEN without the H on the when. You know, like they write like when TBC.
People were asking for months. Like when is it? When is it? When
yeah,
is it?
they were asking for so long that it's become a joke, and now they're making fun of that, like pretending that it's still not like good. Because people would always ask when is it, and they'd reply like tomorrow, or they'd say it came out yesterday, even though it was like months away. And now it is actually yes, it came out yesterday.
Finally happened.
And so they're joking about it, yeah.
But now, okay, so yeah, the first thing is like.
So Seal of Righteousness is another one.
Seal, right?
So this one fills the paladin with the Holy Spirit for 30 seconds. Let me put myself on auto run. Which granting each melee attack an additional 100 holy damage. So that's like the seal. And then another one is Seal of Light, giving each melee attack a chance to heal the paladin for 76. The Seal of Wisdom gives each melee attack a chance to restore 71 of the paladin's mana. So these are like 30-second long buffs. Let me just do one right now and put it on myself. So Seal of Wisdom there, 30 seconds. And so it's kind of like you have to be using them actively in battle because they only last 30 seconds, you know? You can't just like use it and then have it on for 30 minutes or something, right? So but then you can make choices about like, well, which seal do you want to use right now? Do you want to gain some mana right now? Do you need some health right now? Do you want to do more damage? Probably that's the option most of the time, is you want to do more damage. So that's just why you use Seal of Command, which is an actual skill from the Retribution talent tree, which is the main DPS talent tree of the paladin. So this is like a talent that you don't normally have unless you go into the Retribution tree, like several tier levels or whatever, like tier, what is it? Where is it at? It's here, third row. Seal of Command. This one is just like the most boom bats seal. It basically just says, gives a chance to deal an additional, what does it say? Let me just read it. Gives the paladin a chance to deal additional holy damage equal to 70% of normal weapon damage. So that means like when you're doing your auto attack, you can sometimes do 170% damage. Let's go.
I'm just trying to see on the map because I don't really know this map too well, you know?
Oh, no.
Like, are we headed the right way? We're going east now.
Yeah, we're definitely, I'm not going to go the wrong way. The wrong way. Is that an Offspring? No, it's a... Who's that song by?
Fuck, who is
Wrong
that
way.
now? I don't know. This is one I would normally know, but now I don't know.
Is that Offspring? I can't remember now. Whatever. No, it's
for no reason.
Or is it Sublime? I think it's Sublime.
Oh, you're right. That's who it is. They used to play that on the radio in the 90s, like every day, like nonstop, for like years and years and years. Like it's like the only fucking thing they knew for some reason. Which I'm guessing is because it was one of the first stoner bands that was ever on like radio. So because of that fact, I think they just literally played them nonstop.
I like smoke 2 joints in the morning to make me feel all right. And then I smoked two, then he says something about like he smoked 2 joints and then he smoked 2 more joints and then he smoked 2 more.
Yeah.
All right, so the seal is the first part. There's a second part to it called Judgment. You do a lot of judging as a paladin right away.
You judge people a lot in this.
So Judgment is actually just one skill.
Person.
You just have a skill called Judgment. It unleashes the energy of a seal spell upon an enemy. Refer to individual seals for Judgment effect. So what this skill, Judgment, does changes based on what seal you have used and which one you have active, which buff you have active. So you can only have one of these buffs active at a time, of the seals, and then this one unleashes it, and then it does an effect based on what the second paragraph of text says on this on the seal. So you must refer.
Complicated, but still less so than having not just one.
It's not complicated.
Inventory of items.
Once you're actually doing it, once you're actually doing it, it's not complicated. I would say the difference is that the warriors is complicated to do. This one is maybe complicated to learn. I don't think it's that complicated to learn.
The warriors is complicated to try remembering 3 pages of icons on your fucking hotbar instead of just 1 page of icons.
I think the way I would describe it is that in this, with the paladin, you have a lot of options, but you can get away with not using them all. With the warrior, you kind of are forced to almost use all of those options just to do the same amount. Like, there's a talent on this paladin called Righteous Fury. And I was playing with the paladin earlier, and I asked somebody, like, because I was with a mage and he kept taking aggro, and I was like, damn it, I don't know how to play the paladin very well because I haven't played it that much. And I said, like, how do I keep threat? How do I taunt? And he said, like, just turn on Righteous Fury, he said. And I was like, oh yeah, and I remember this talent. I did actually play paladin like a long time ago, but I remember this. Increased threat generation.
There runs Belphegor.
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 Go, Belphegor, don't stop on our...
We paused.
Let's go, Belphegor.
Probably was like, oh God,
you can do
video,
it.
Aren't I?
You can do it, Belphegor.
He's like, I'm on video, aren't I?
Ah, 62 priest right there. Fuck, but now we're gonna deal with... Oh, fuck, watch out. No. There's these fools.
Oh, that's actually bad.
We can go around them because we're high level, but Belphegor will have to go around them. Do you just want to murder them all? Or Belphegor?
He learned.
Let's murder them. For Belphegor. For Belphegor!
So they can't even start doing my judgments and seals. Like,
because they died too easily.
So fast.
This one's he was a paladin. He was doing the thing that paladins love to do, which is he put a little bubble on himself.
He's like, hey, I'll join you guys now. No. He's like, can I join you guys?
Hey, Belphegor. I just like to say his name. Hey, Belphegor.
"21.
We're on a very official mission, sorry. Let's go.
He thought he can get the help of 2 level 60s at level 21.
Do you want to help Belphegor?
No.
Well, how long will it take?
Who knows what he has in mind? He might have a long thing in mind. No. Oh my God, he's gonna help this fucking peasant.
Humidals? What is the fuck is a humidal? I have to go to humidals?
What the hell's that?
What the fuck is humidal?
Where is that?
Yes. Now we go at Belphegor's. Now, from now on, we go at
the horse because it's slower.
I switched to my feet because it's the same speed as Belphegor.
At least this way I'm not like having to circle back as much as with the bird. It's literally double speed.
Alright, we go this way.
Thankfully, he didn't ask to be brought to like the fucking other end of the world. The audacity of this peasant to ask if he can be escorted. Kings are riding by and the peasant goes, "Excuse me, can you escort me to the far lands, please?"
Excuse me there, person in golden chariot and carts. Could you... Or, you know, like...
what happened in real life? In
tap.
medieval type situation? The king's, like, servants, or, like, you know, guard would just smack this fool to the side, to the mud, and be like, "Out of the way of the king, you fool!"
It's like a homeless person knocking on the window of a limo, and then they roll down the window, and he's like, "Can I get a ride to the quickie marks at the corner.
And they're like, nice try, homeless guy. Good effort. Really good effort, but, you know. Like,
the confidence is there.
You gotta be crazy.
The confidence is there, but...
really good try, though, buddy. Good try.
This motherfucker runs slow. Or that's right, I'm a paladin. I run faster. 15% faster from the talent.
It starts to show.
15% faster on mount and on ground. That talent is amazing. You're like, when you're trying to catch up to somebody on PvP and in battlegrounds, you're like Jason, and they're like trying to run from you on Friday the 13th.
Like, oh,
you know?
Fuck, he's just constant. What is this guy doing? Jesus.
He's on auto run. He's on auto run.
Oh my god. Wait, so have I seen this area before?
What did he say? I think so too. Yeah, yeah. We did a video where we rode down here the other day when we were going to Olderman.
Yeah, it was vaguely familiar. Fandul Span. He said he's from Spain. Well, he's really close to Spain now. He's in Span. He's getting closer.
He's in the Fandul, Spain soon.
He's getting close to his homeland. By the way, there's a show I haven't heard anyone talk about in years.
Homeland.
It's like one of the best shows of all time. Homeland.
It's okay.
Did you ever watch that one? You know,
I did.
The first like two, 3 seasons are really good.
Yeah, the first season's super good. Eventually, the show becomes about what's her face main character and her struggle.
Yeah,
it's just annoying.
Her antics or whatever, her drug.
Every problem is caused by just her being like, I'm confused. I'm on drugs.
Show becomes her going,
I need cure. Stop taking my meds. I'm going crazy. Oh, it's here. Okay.
That's all he wanted?
I mean, who do we kill? Someone's gonna die. Somebody needs to die? Who do we kill? Someone's got
escorted on a completely empty road where he didn't.
There's no quest in WoW where you don't kill somebody in the end. We gotta murder somebody.
Thought there might be trouble on the road, but there wasn't any troubles. Can't I give him a seal of some sort? A bonus of some sort?
Kill Komar? Where's fucking Komar?
He got a buff from me.
Need your heart? Is that the name of his skill or like? Wait, so I'm gonna buff you with the strength, and can you give me the buff of wisdom? A more powerful spell is already active. How dare you? You have a more powerful version?
I put on the Blessing of Might. What does that do?
Do you have points in the... Can you check your talent tree? Can I see something? You don't have points in improved Blessing of Might. What the fuck? Mine is more powerful. What do you mean yours is more powerful? A more powerful spell is already active. What the fuck?
No idea.
I'm offended by this.
I have no clue.
This is him? Oh...
Who's that?
You killed his fucking quest objective, but he's not in our party.
Oh, fuck. It was just some random dude standing there. He'll respawn. They respawn in like 5 minutes. It's ridiculous how fast they respawn.
Run away, SiRiUS.
He'll do it. He'll get it. He's the same level. He's 21. That's a 22. He's got it.
He's got it. It's funny. We're like, I just realized Komar is on the ground. It says SiRiUS loot, and I was like, oh shit.
I just fucking randomly walked up to this random dude standing there. Random little enemy just went whack. One hit,
I know.
whack.
It's looking, and I was like, that is Komar.
Oh my god. This motherfucker didn't mention
well, because he's
anywhere.
like, it's here, and I thought he meant like in there, but he's like, no, it's literally the quest is pointing him to that spot on the ground. the ground where that guy was dead. So
Did he mention the guy's name? He didn't mention it.
not until after. He said after. When I asked him, and he's like, "Who is he?" He said, "I gotta kill Komar," and that's when I connected it.
Me, I didn't see that.
No, I mean it was way after. That was way after. Anyways, we don't have time for that slow ass shit. Look how fast we are without that Belphegor motherfucker. He's already a motherfucker. He's already basically a villain at this point in our story.
I guess he didn't realize that that road was completely empty. There's no problems there. Traveling that road is like deserted.
Yeah.
Some of the roads though, like you are gonna get, you're gonna pull some enemies on some of these roads. This is a very empty fucking desolate road with no enemies on it.
Wait, so this road we ran the other day, and Prime Rugger, he always asks me, how long will it take? And I always say, 20 minutes. And he'll be like, why does it take 2 hours when you say 20 minutes? Well, look how fast it will go now that we've gotten rid of Belphegor.
Fuck off
and now the Prime isn't here. Yeah, Prime Rugger and Rugor are the reason it takes 2 hours, not because it takes 2 hours to run from the north side to the south side.
Side tracking and like going off the road, like a shiny.
Well, but it's also because it's also new. It's also new though, like it's all new. So like, why would you just run through it all when you've never seen it? Of course, you should be exploring.
Oh, because the way here's my problem. Whenever I watch game videos on YouTube, if I'm trying to watch a game I've never played just to see what the gameplay's like, a walkthrough, these motherfuckers running through full speed, like the game just came out. It's their first time recording it. Fucking like a whirlwind, just.
I know.
Fucking freight train, just not looking at anything. They don't give a fuck. They're just like barreling through.
Yeah, which is why I think it's fine. It's fine that it takes 2 hours to do the trip or whatever. But like when I'm giving estimates of how long it takes, I'm basing it off of like when you run
nonstop,
in a straight line and not stopping, and then like
remember there was some retro shooter that came out, and I just started playing it a little bit myself, and I was like, well, what's the rest of it like? I forget which game it was, but like it had nice visuals. If you actually looked up and looked around at the scenery above in the air, like in the sky above and stuff, it looked very nice. And then I was like, all right,
it's not Wrath, is it?
What's that?
It's not Wrath, is it?
No, there's some other game, and then a game I ended up not even playing further because I saw basically the rest of it later in the game, but I was like, the gameplay never really changes. Again, I don't know what game this is, but the gameplay just kind of stayed similar the whole time.
Here we are just looking down from above. Let's just keep going.
Too bad it's all just gray mist. But but the problem with the guy's gameplay was he just rushed through it looking straight forward ahead, never looked around at the scenery. You know, and I already knew from the first level or two that there is nice scenery if you do look around. But these motherfuckers on YouTube, they don't show that off. They don't look around. They just
I'm gonna run straight through the shit this time, but one of the more recent previous videos was literally us taking 2 hours to walk through this exact same through these starting zones of the Alliance with our 4 of us, and shitting off the whole time.
I'm just trying to say though, I need to make a petition for please stop tunnel vision game running on YouTube video. YouTube. Because
you don't have to watch that. The way that you stop it is you vote with your eyeballs. Stop watching it, and then you.
Well, here's the
if you do like it, you do watch it. There you go.
Then I watched another person or two's, and it was the same thing. Not a single.
Well, then you don't watch any of them until they stop doing it. You have to teach them the hard way.
The only way to really see the game is, I guess, you just have to play it yourself and actually look around and be like, look at that scenery. They wouldn't show this because they're tunnel runners.
So last time when we ran through here, we kind of avoided the lake. We didn't run next to the lake. Look how big this lake is. That's all I wanted to show. I didn't show last time when we ran through here.
It's a lake called in Resident Evil 4. I think it's called El Laco.
This is called the Lock, so it's not that much.
El Lago, or something.
This is Lock.
Resident Evil 4.
The Lock, and the zone is called Loch Modan, but this is the Lock. But anyway, so if you look here, here's
Lock is just Scottish for lake. Lago is just Spanish for lake.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
So this is don't go in there. This is like the Alliance town. So we ran by on the other side last time, so let's go on the actual lake side this time. So you actually see that this is a lakeside town. It's just kind of far enough away from the lake that you can't see it from the lake.
You know how many like suburbs of cities, like smaller cities within cities in America, are called lakeside? There's gonna be a fucking 1,000 of them.
Riverside.
It's insane how many there are.
All right, so and last time we went into, if you open your map real quick. If you look on the map and you look at we're going south here, but do you see the southwest exit to the left there? That's what goes into Dunmorrow. You click on Dunmorrow, if you left click there. That's the starting zone of the dwarves and the gnomes.
Is this that like giant crater
Snow.
where they were excavating?
Yes, that's the crater, yeah. There's a quarry.
So it looks like
No, it's the Gold Balar quarry to the right. You see it?
Yeah.
Gold Balar quarry, that thing.
Wow, for once these maps actually kind of match what the actual gameplay looks like.
Well, so there's actually a map add-on I got one time which replaced all of the world map shit with the mini map art, which is like actually
like the actual world.
The actual geometry of the world is based off of, yeah. But you know what? I actually kind of prefer these drawn maps because they do this abstraction where the artist will draw things that are relevant and not draw things that are irrelevant, and they actually do a good job of doing a hand-drawn map where it's like iconic, like this is an iconic thing, like the quarry. How did you fucking pronounce this goddamn word? Oh my god.
Quarry.
A quarry
is a question. Quarry is
a quarry. A quarry. A quarry?
Quarry.
Quarry.
You could say it either way. There's a lot of these words like Canadians might say quarry. Quarry.
Oh my god.
Fucking Canadians are gonna
see, look at these motherfuckers. TBC out? No. And then someone says, Wrath of the Lich King when? They're asking when is the next expansion out already. It's like on the second day of... And then the next person asks when... Joke. He's saying when cata. which is never. This server, Warmane, will never go to cata, which is I really like because I hate Cataclysm.
Well, I guess it's been decided by the fans that that's the one where they were like, they said no, we don't like this one.
Yeah, they don't like it. So we just passed Older Man.
And then I watched an Asmongold video and I randomly clicked on one and he was like, I liked Cataclysm. the unpopular opinion. He's like, I liked it.
Sorry, here's Older Man. We just wrote. This is the dungeon. Well, so what I wish that Warmane would do is they should release Cataclysm ++, where they keep it on the Wrath of the Lich King client, they keep the skills trees and everything Wrath of the Lich King, but they add in the new updated... I don't know if you can even do this, man, to be honest. No, they can't. You can't really. It's too much content. They add in all of the new modified Azeroth, because like one of the things that they did with Cataclysm, which I did like, is they added flying mounts in the original 2 continents, and you couldn't do that before because they probably have all this like let's keep going east or west. I mean, they added all this fuck, I forgot. God damn it.
You're trying to mix together Cataclysm content with some classic content or somehow.
So they would keep the flying mounts basically in the original first 2 continents, but they would get rid of all of the new quests somehow, which is I don't think it's possible because they changed too much of it, you know. They changed too much of it, and then like where would the quests even go? Yeah. Like, but I just don't like how they replaced all the quests, and I don't like the new quests, and I don't like how there are all these stupid vehicle quests, and you no longer use your character to do any of it, and I just don't.
By the way, we're in the Badlands.
I don't like the talent tree changes. Earlier. Yeah, so we came to the Badlands before in that video.
I was gonna say we in the Badlands now, boy.
Wow.
That's all I was gonna say.
This is the first actual flight path, by the way, that you have from the Horde that connects to Undercity.
By the way, I have no
south of it.
Paths. Maybe I should be picking some up as I'm running by them. No.
Oh shit.
I don't have fucking any.
Oh, fuck, we're stupid, man. We didn't pick up the Taran Mill flight path and the Hammerfall flight path.
Oh well.
So this might not connect to anything. Oh, look, it does. Look at that shit. Crazy.
What the fucking shit?
What the fuck? Okay, I actually do have Taran Mill. You do have Taran Mill.
I do have.
But I have Raven Tusk Village in the hinterlands. We should have picked up the Hammerfall one, but whatever. It doesn't really matter. So this actually connects all the way from Undercity to Kargath, and then now that actually connects all the way through to Gromgol. So we've connected the continent in the center.
Nice.
And so last time we went to just back to Older Man, but this time we're gonna go through. So we're gonna go through. This time we're going through
The only way out is through. What's
the
the lyrics? The only way out is through.
What the
The faster
fuck?
we're in, the better.
What the fuck? I don't listen.
Morissette,
Oh my god. Oh.
Alanis Morissette. Classic.
Only one I know is One Hand in My Pocket. Right, that one.
But see, the
No,
thing
no,
is,
I like that other one
songs,
where she sings about like a
what do you think the song's
bitch.
about? It's always about relationship. The faster we're in, the better. The faster we're through it, the better. You know.
Hey.
So basically, get the fuck out of this relationship. I want to be done with it. Every song is just about relationship.
Yeah, you know what? I like that. You know why? Because the modern argument is against that. Because the modern argument says, why is it that women are so obsessed with relationships? They shouldn't be. They should be obsessed with careers instead. And then it's like,
yeah. Well, the things got a little too relationship obsessed in the 90s and 2000s, though. That's for sure. And the music was just nonstop, like, I want to love.
You don't. There's nothing. There's nothing that forces a male like yourself to listen to Alanis Morissette.
I don't know, because it was on the radio a lot.
So you're almost sitting there. You're almost sitting there telling me that Sex in the City shouldn't exist because, well, because it's.
Yeah, I've never watched it. Never.
Or Ally McBeal or something.
To watch it.
But you see a show like Ally McBeal, which is all about relationships and shit. In the modern
terrible show. I kind of watched it a little bit.
But yeah, but if you view that through the lens of the modern era or whatever, 2024, they would see Ally McBeal as kind of a stupid, vapid female because she's too male.
We're going to this the giant black cube.
She's too male obsessed and she's not rear obsessed enough.
I see.
So that is
seen as a weak, non-feminist,
yeah,
male obsessed female.
I don't think they're proud of her so much.
No. Poor Ally McBeal. I remember as soon as the show came out, they only ever made fun of that actress for being too skinny.
Well, she was. She needed to fucking eat something. Well, it's a little weird that they would put a, like, it makes me think about the creators of the show and the directors and the producers and how, like, they thought
that's like it's considered she's almost fat. But in the real world, people were like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, but isn't that fucked up? So that's showing the discrepancy between the real world reaction and then these fetishist,
Hollywood guys thought, like,
sick Hollywood fucks, these fucking fetish fucks,
She's a moderate fat. What's wrong, guys? She's like skin and bones. She can stand to lose 10 pounds. What are they?
This is what happens when the people who produce your movies are exclusively rich fetishist fucks. Like,
yeah.
That's what ends up. This is you're like, the one thing you have to think about movies is that they are the opinions of a bunch of rich fetishist fucks.
A very particular class of freaks.
Yeah.
We're in the burning steps.
Yeah, so
is there actually level 60 bad players running around here?
Well, now you can encounter level 70 bad players running around here, just having fun murdering little unsuspecting 60s, which used to be max level, but now are little peasants compared to them.
Do it because it's one of their first chances to destroy a 60 for fun.
Yes,
so they're gonna do it.
Yes, well, and going to the Dark Portal, there's actually people who sometimes will camp there waiting.
Camp the portal exit.
Yeah, because they know that the people are going through it all right now. So the fact that we're not doing it on the first day is probably good, because the first day, I heard, is like a gank fest.
Wow.
It's just a PvP gank fest. Alright, so we're going through this, what is this one called? The Burning Steps. The Steps. Steps, yes. Yes?
But another good show, not Homeland, but The Leftovers, another kind of weird, good show, but it was only like 2 seasons. The crazy show, crazy religious show, but it's like the only religious based show that I ever saw that was actually good, though, because it's like based on like all the world gets, like, the rapture happens, and like a lot of these, I don't know, I think like 8% of people or something in the world get like taken up to heaven, like they literally float up, and the rest are left here in a fucking hell on earth like demons.
8%. So 92% are still left?
Yeah, 92% were bad or whatever. I don't know what the actual percentage
Wait, so 90...
Some small percent go to heaven. The rest are left here on hell on earth to...
Yeah.
Here you go, enjoy your fucking you know, your
That
hell
sounds
world
stupid.
that's coming.
So is the show about the hell world, or is it about the?
It's about the hell world and how they're trying to like. What are they gonna
Doesn't
do
it
now?
make
What's
wouldn't it
gonna
make
do
more
now?
sense if they here's the 8% remaining, so the leftovers is literally 92%.
Yeah. Yes. And what do we do
Stupid.
now? And then some of
What
them
a
are trying to figure out.
stupid
Maybe I can
concept.
still get up to heaven if I do something right.
What are we gonna
And,
do
you know,
without these
they're fucking going
these
crazy, losing their
8%?
minds, and rapes are happening, looting, rioting's happening. The world's basically breaking down. Apocalypse is slowly coming. You know, slowly happening.
This is what
It's pretty good shit. Pretty good show.
All right, here we are. We're now entering Red Ridge Mountain.
Have I been to this one?
No, I don't think so. I think we came here. I came here with Prime Rogue, Prime Rugger, and Ragor. I came here.
I had a comment earlier about Badlands. You know which game did really good, very distinct location zones? Borderlands 1. Like when you'd enter like some new zone, which would be like a super desert fucking zone. It'd be like a very deserty, like, you know, exactly like Badlands would sound like a fucking super desert, and it was. I think there was a Badlands in the first game. And then you'd enter like some kind of tetanus warrens. I always remember tetanus warrens. It's like, it really looks like a fucking diseased garbage world, sea world of trash. It's amazing.
What do you think of this zone?
It's a tetanus warren. I don't know.
Let's go. Let's go.
I don't know what I think about it. It's okay.
Try and keep your
Pretty
mind
cool. It's kinda
on the
cool.
current game you're playing, not the other games you have played, sir.
Oh, I would replay Borderlands 1 even another time. It's so good.
I know, but I'm
Keep going,
saying
going,
try to
going.
pay attention to what you're looking at now instead of reminiscing
I would
about
say of this
other
world,
things.
of this area, it's like the starting areas of the human race or whatever, the Alliance, but like a little more sparse trees, which is good because they had way too many trees in that. In the what is that first one called? The human starting?
Elven Forest.
Yeah. It's like that, but it's a little bit more sparse and nicer hills and better design in general, and there's nice water and stuff. So it's better than that, I would say. Is this like the starting zone for any of the classes?
A
No,
guard is
this their
attacking you.
level 30s.
So you see this bridge here? And you see this town here?
Yes.
This is an alliance town. So if you open your map and then you go to the left, click to the left. Elven Forest. There's the start zone, and so that's
so close, just like that, but a little bit nicer.
so. Guess what?
See
This
how it
Red Ridge Mountains is the 10 to 20 human zone. It's another.
Oh.
So we went left
funny?
to Westfall.
You know what's really
We did.
funny?
That's two different 10 to 20 zones you can do. Westfall
You know
or
what's
Red
funny
Ridge
though?
Mountains.
We
What?
were here and we ran right to the exit here, and we turned around and we never went beyond this crossing.
We
It's
never.
just like,
We
they're
never
right
crossed
here.
the road.
Never across to here.
Well, do you want to do that then? Let's go over there.
No. It's fine. I remember. I've already connected it in my mind. It's just funny how I was so
No.
close to seeing this area.
We will do it because guess what? We're so fast on our mounts. It'll take 2
Alright,
seconds. But yeah, so this place you would normally enter from the south as an alliance player.
But it's just crazy. Like, I didn't realize, you know, how close I was to discovering some of these areas, but then I was just didn't quite cross the border.
Mostly
you know?
because this is like an alliance zone. So if you were playing alliance, oh, it's because we were playing alliance, but we never got past Westfall. So if we would have gone here next, and we would have gone to Duskwood after that. So if you look at this cross sign thing, road sign here, see this? So to the left is Duskwood, to the right is Elven Forest. So normally as a human player, you would go start in Elven Forest, and then you'd either go west to Westfall, or you'd go east to Red Ridge Mountains, and they both eventually lead to Duskwood, which is to the south.
Wow.
And they lead in from the west and the east sides to Duskwood, which is a 18 to 30 zone.
I see.
That's like, and so Elven, what is? How did I click on this other burning? How did I click on Red Ridge Mountain? Oh, Red Ridge Mountain is 15 to 27, so it's actually after Westfall. That's what it is. So Westfall is 10 to 20. This is 15 to 27. So you technically would go here after Westfall. All right, let's go to the. So here's like the crossroads little rock here, by the way. So this way is into.
Killed a random guard. I don't know if I got bad faction alliance now.
Guard Parker. He got murdered.
That's what I would do in games like Fallout 3, Gothic 2. I would experiment by killing, like, just going around once you level up really high. Just go around killing most of the world because you're a super beast. You can just murder everyone.
Dude.
And then you have an empty world with like 5 NPCs that are talkable.
Do you remember this?
Yes. Oh my god.
Do you remember Red
As
Bandana
far as we
Cucks?
came.
The Red Bandana Cucks that we were ranting about these being cucks for like 2 hours straight. We were so
Guess
close.
what, Cucks, I'm back. And I can kill you in one hit now.
Oh yeah, watch this, Cucks.
Back
You
for
fucking
revenge,
cucks.
I've leveled, motherfuckers. I've leveled. Like, yes, it's like in a movie like Count of Monte Cristo, where at the beginning he gets like jailed and he's like, I'll be back, and he works throughout the whole movie to like, you know, become a rich like billionaire or whatever, and then he can like come back and like take his revenge, you know, like 30 years later.
I will.
Like, I'm back, motherfuckers.
I will come back
Here's my
and I will
revenge.
judge you with my. I will judge you, a judgment.
Yes.
All right. Anyway,
That's a movie where I thought it was like super epic when I watched it when I was like younger, and I rewatched it as an adult, and I was like, it's pretty good still, but it's not as like super epic as I remember.
that was one of those movies where the first time I watched it was a cam.
Oh, shit.
And so I thought it was like weird, and that's my memory of that movie forever. Will be this cam version of the, like an in theater cam recording. Like,
I actually watched like a proper DVD or something.
damn. So I'm always gonna have this kind of slightly shitty quality version as my memory.
No, even in DVD quality, it was not that great.
Very,
the
like,
movie seemed so cool. For
blue
some reason
and,
when
like-
I watched it back then.
Anyway, so down to this way is where we're going. Down to Duskwood is the
But
path.
then I rewatched it and I was like, it's okay, but like it could get a remake and be made even more epic, the proper like big production remake, you know.
Yeah. Had good,
Very good movie, though. I would still
actors.
recommend watching it. This motherfucker knocked me off.
Who was the main actor?
This piece
And
of shit spider knocked me off.
who was the main actor in that for the main character?
Fuck, it's like, but you would, he's recognizable as soon as you see him, but I don't know his
Was
name.
it Jim Caviezel?
Was it him?
Was it him? I don't know.
Maybe. You should look it up. You should look it up.
I
You
will.
should look it up. Put it on my screen, full screen me, and look that shit up.
I don't have to do that because I game capture, so I don't capture my window.
He's a genius level of recording studio.
The 2002 film
Yeah.
stars. Please, who's this? Jim Caviezel.
Ah, you were correct. You were correct.
And it also Guy Pearce is the main bad guy. It has Henry Cavill in it. I didn't know that.
Oh,
He
I
must be a
didn't know
minor
that.
character, but yeah.
Probably plays one of the rich castle lords or whatever, you know.
I think that this Jim Caviezel guy has been kind of disowned by Hollywood because of he worked on that Jesus Christ thing,
Yeah.
and he's kind of a super conservative guy. So then they're Hollywood's super left, so they don't like him.
Has Andrew Garfield been disowned as well because he worked on that?
Probably.
On that
And now he
war,
does
that
exclusively
Christian
weirdo
religious
indie
war
movies
movie.
and
What is
stuff.
it
It
called?
sure seems like it. Yeah, Hacksaw Ridge.
Yeah. Anyone who
By
works
Mel
on a
Gibson.
religious Mel Gibson movie.
Any Mel
is
Gibson
banned from
movies banned for life. All right, so here we are in Duskwood. This is the 25-ish zone for humans, or not humans, for Alliance, I should say. Humans is just one of the 4 races of Alliance. Look where we are. Okay, we gotta go.
By the way,
We gotta not go into town because they're gonna
yeah.
murder us. I mean, they won't murder us, but we gotta go left through town.
but guess what? Mel Gibson's making Passion of the Christ 2. I don't know why.
What the fuck?
I know, it makes no sense. That's a movie that needs to be left as a single
Hey,
movie.
look.
Really.
We arrived just as this motherfucker came into town. He's supposed to be destroying the town. They're supposed to be fighting him. What the fuck? See this big guy?
Errors on server
See this
errors.
fucking guy? What level is he? Can we just murder him? Let's fucking murder this motherfucker. This guy stomps his ass around this fucking zone and he murders you and you have to run for your life from this piece of shit. And
Not anymore. We are
now he's
so
gonna
strong.
die now.
He's a boom bats. He's a boom bats. How strong is he though? Not not that strong.
Please don't kill us. Level question. Oh my god, it's a level 70.
Holy shit. They've already reached 70. Jesus.
Yep. Alright, let's go north. I mean, east.
Thankfully, they did not fuck with us.
So these guards are all too low level to even give a fuck. Like I stand, they're level 38. I'm standing here next to them. They don't, you know, they don't care. We're too far away.
Like, oh, we're gonna just look the other way. Superman just flew in here. We're gonna just look the other way.
Well, that player
Not
could have
your job
fucked
right
us
now.
up. So the fact that he ignored us is good. But so that Patrick guy, when we came through here last time, he wasn't here exactly. I was disappointed, but I mean, it was with Rugor and Prime Rugor anyways, and I never uploaded that video anyways because
I see.
it ended up being kind of like a stupid video for like with no.
I have to make a comment. Have I seen this area before? Because I think I would have commented on this fucking Tim Burton looking graveyard.
You
type.
weren't
This
with
is
us.
really good.
You weren't with us that day. Oh.
Because I gotta say, this is some of the nicer designs I've seen in this game so far.
Okay, so Duskwood is all of like basically Tim Burton themed shit, but we're about to exit it.
I like this. I like Nightmare Before Christmas.
So open your map and just look at it real quick. You notice something else? So Stranglethorn Vale down there to the south. So it would have been a lot shorter to just go that way. By the way, you just go Stranglethorn Vale to Ground Goal. You come in right there, Ground Goal base camp, and you run north, and then you'd already be here basically.
Holy shit!
Okay. But I did want to get that Kargath flight path connection, anyways. Okay, now
let the people enjoy the visuals. What is this place?
So we could have come up north from Stranglethorn Vale, and we'd end up here, and then we'd be still going the same way, which is east over here. So now our paths would merge, and we would be going into this zone, which is called
this is some Tim Burton shit right here.
Deadwind Pass. And so normally when you'd be in Duskwood, you're like level 25, right? And you'd enter this Deadwind Pass and you kind of see it, and then you'd realize, holy shit, the enemies here are 55.
Look back here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, enemies are what?
55.
55. Oh shit.
So you'd be coming here as a 25, and these would be question marks. And as you'd be, and they'd chase you from super far away. So as you're trying to cross, sometimes they would aggro on you and they'd chase you. Yeah.
But wait, come back. I had a thing to say. When you look down this tunnel here, remember that scene in Sleepy Hollow, Tim Burton movie, where like there's the trees, the snowy winter scene, but there's like the tunnel of trees or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And you see like, yeah, this shit reminds me of that. And that movie, by the way, okay, continue.
That movie was pretty good. Yeah.
That movie, did you know that people think it's one of his worst movies that he's made? I don't understand that. Why do people on like IMDb and reviews and stuff?
What the fuck is wrong with people?
Worst movies.
Of Tim Burton or Johnny Depp?
Yeah, of Tim Burton.
Oh, Tim Burton, huh?
I don't get it.
It's because he's got such good. It's only because his movies are so good. Like he's just got too many other good movies. That's why. That's the only reason I would say.
But like that visually, has he ever made a movie that's like not claymation like Nightmare Before Christmas, but like visually, that movie, the filming is still good.
I like those two Batman first movies. That's not good.
Yeah, but the filming is good on that.
Why are we going down this way? Where are you? Why are you?
You were headed this way. The fuck?
I'm just following you. I don't know why I'm following you.
No. You took a turn here, and I thought you know where you're going, so I started going.
I do know where I'm going. It's this way. I don't know. You started going off the road.
But yeah, so like that movie, the filming is visually like very, very, very high quality winter scenes that he'd done it. So he created this like perfect like image that he had in his mind. You can tell he executed it perfectly and exactly how he wanted it in that movie, in the final product.
This person here, his name is You Will Die. He's like a warning. He's like, you will die. Look, let's go up.
Shit.
Let's go up this way and look here for a moment. But
aren't our birds fast? Can we maybe stay ahead of them and they can never catch up? Or
we're the same fast as they are now. Yeah.
No, but like we have the 15% on top of that.
Oh, so yes, we do. You're right. Yeah. But them, right? But they're our reaction time, and they sneak up on us, and then they're already fucking snared, and they gotta fucking dismounted you, and then
How far can they snare you from? 30 yards?
Depends on the class, like
Oh Jesus.
The mage could be like frost bolting you, and then you're slowed from like 35 or something. Yeah. I want you to look over here. I wanted you just to look over here. What do you think of this to the left?
Oh, that's nice. What is that?
That's the Mage's Tower. It's a dungeon called Karazhan. It's filled with like super rich. It's like it looks kind of on the inside like Beauty and the Beast type thing with like lots of little golden cups and dining halls and whatever the fuck on the inside. You know, it's like a Mage's Tower.
The exterior reminds me of Gothic 2 has mage towers like similar to this, which I'll force you to play that game soon. Oh fuck, it's 9 p.m. I got another like a half hour. So it's okay, I'll shut up. Let's get to the
Let's go. All right, so this is just a little stops on the way. Let's go back and then so
I'll force you to play Gothic 2.
So normally though, by the way, normally you'd ride through here. And this,
you wouldn't even look at this. You would just ride right by.
Well, you wouldn't even take the south. So if you look at the map, you'd come from Duskwood and you enter on the northwest side and you exit on the northeast side. There's no reason for you to take this loop down to the south. But in the past, Karazhan down there was not even accessible. So then in the Burning Crusade, it becomes a dungeon. So then it does have a reason for people to come over here.
There's a really far. It just reminded me. There's a really far mage tower in Gothic 2, which you can get to like sort of early on in the game, but it's like in a really high level zone, so like you'll die there. But yeah, that's, I don't know. I kind of wonder, were they inspired?
Yeah, I there's shit like that in Ultima where there's like a mage's tower that's like hidden away in the you know, in the mountains.
Well, Gothic 2 was 2005. This came out like 2006, 2005, 2006.
Ultima 7 was like 1992, motherfucker.
No, but I'm saying, but they could have. You know, because people are most inspired by things that are just recently out, and it's in their recent memory that they were just playing. So I'm just saying.
Oh, I don't know about that. That's a.
I mean, there's some. Okay,
you're making a huge assumption there.
But have you noticed how there's like games that come out and you're like, hey, wait a minute, this is something that they just like. I just saw this in a thing like 2 years ago. That's the developers.
I know.
Saw that
it's like, oh, why is it that all the movies currently coming out are natural disaster movies? we're in the natural disasters phase of the movies production currently. Yeah. One movie was made and then someone thought, I could do that but better.
Twilight and all that shit in those years between 2008 and 2012 was like the vampire werewolf years, for fuck's sake.
All right, so here we go. We're going to get this flight path
4 years of vampires is what that was.
So normally you'd come here. Why would you come here? There's a dungeon here.
Looks like it's a sepia-toned marsh. I don't know.
Yeah, it's called Swamp of Sorrows.
Nice.
So let's go get the flight path here. And then I'll show you the dungeon, by the way.
There's my idiot mount that I had before. I hated it.
You hated the warrior class. You hated his Kodo mount. You hated everything about the stupid warrior. You hated the Tauren. You hated the warrior.
If you would have showed me how that mount looked before I started playing it, I probably would not have chosen it.
Just on that alone. Holy shit! It's like you would have made an orc so you could have a wolf mount probably. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Did you get the flight path? All right. So I want to show you something here real quick. It's gonna go super fast. Gonna go to the east here. We're gonna have to go faster. We're gonna hurry up on this video, actually.
What? So also tell me, what classes have like really simple controls? Like, okay, this paladin's
paladins
seals, and then you have to.
It's about as simple as it gets as a paladin, honestly.
The other ones are all even more complex. Holy shit.
Well,
not as complex. No, as warrior, but they're more complex.
The hunter is probably one of the most straightforward. You just shoot things.
I just want one where I just press fire.
Yeah, the hunter. The hunter.
Shoot.
The hunter.
Beat, shoot. Attack.
Yeah, the hunter. The hunter basically has like a few different shots you do. You know, you go pew pew, and then you do pew pew pew, and then you go scatter shot, and then you do like a sting that poisons them, and then it's just like you're shooting. Yeah, probably the hunter. And you get a pet, and you get to tell him to go sick him, and the pet goes rah, and then
Because I'm a shooter player mostly, primarily, and you were saying shooters are the boombatsery of the game industry.
So this game for all of the classes tries to feel like you're doing combos or something. So like even when you're playing the rogue, you're doing like combos. Even when you're playing the hunter, you are sort of like using a lot of skills. It's just a game where you have to have 30 or 40 or 50 skills that you use. I know. So you see that right
I
there?
would enjoy a simple RPG more, sir. That's just me.
Fucking loser. Jesus. Look at this temple in the water.
Yeah, I see it.
That is the temple of Atal Hakar. If you look on your map real quick, you'll see it. That is a level 50 dungeon where it is filled with dragon kin, which is these fucking dragon people.
I feel like I just traveled far in Zelda Twilight Princess and found a faraway dungeon entrance. Oh.
Yeah, it is. And so that's, I always like this dungeon because you have to swim to it, you have to enter it. Of course, now the way people enter it is they use this thing called random dungeon finder, and they go click accept, enter, and they teleport into the entrance of it.
God.
Which I think the whole random dungeon finder thing, somebody made a comment on one of our videos a long time ago, and they say, why do you think that random dungeon finder is an improvement or a quality of life thing that Warmane added? You know, and I thought, well, because it helps you find a party for a dungeon. Isn't that easier and straightforward? Well, but it ruins a lot of parts of the game, such as finding the entrance to a dungeon, as I think is a cool part of the game experience. I think it's linear, you know, for those hardcore stats items nerds, they don't care about that shit. So anyways, let's just go back to Stonard real quick. That's all. I just wanted to show you the entrance to the temple. This temple, Rugor loves this temple. No, this is like the first temple he tanked where he was actually not like above level, and then like he had to switch to like 3 healers, and they were all mad and like because he was his first time doing it, and they were mad at him for basically not knowing what to do, which is a really stupid thing to be mad about, to be honest.
Yeah.
What do you mean you weren't born knowing how to do this? Ah, God, I can't believe I have to play this fucking dungeon with someone who's never done it before. Why can't I just only play with people who've already mastered this thing? Yeah.
That's not an experience, then it's a nerd quartet. I don't know, four nerds, you know, going knowing exactly what to play.
That's unfortunately the problem with a 30-year-old game, is you're going to end up with a lot of people who are like that, who've already played this game so many times, they don't even remember. By the way,
want the perfect run.
Well, so okay, here's the thing. When I first played this game, do you think I ran straight anywhere? Do you think I ran straight to the objective anywhere, anytime, ever? And then when I first played the game, no, I would go around.
Playing Fallout 3 the first time, I go everywhere.
I was exploring. It would take me 3 hours to get. It would take me 5 hours to get down here doing this run we just did. You know. And because I'd be like looking at everything new, side tracking.
Look at this guy's name. His name just dawned upon me. Oh fuck, he left. His name was Cox Enormous.
Cox? No, he's here. This is offline though. That's weird. Cox Enormous. Why is he? Why is his little stat? Why does he look like a king of some sort?
It's like I read his name, but it didn't register in my brain until later. I was like, subliminal, Cox Enormous.
You come look at this shit up here. You following the big cock? You can't help it.
Enormous cock calls me.
All right, so in there is an epic mine, by the way, to your left. It's like a giant mine. It's like an industrial scale mine, but we're not going to go in there. But all right, and then over here, you see the city?
This area looks just like Badlands again and stuff.
See that giant castle up there?
Yeah.
That is, so if you open your map and you look at it, now we're in a zone called Blasted Lands. And that's the human city. And if you click on the Swamp of Sorrows to the north, there's no human city in this zone. There's only a horde city in the Swamp of Sorrows.
Yeah.
And so, but they're right next to each other, but they're in 2 different zones. So Stonard and Netherguard Keep are like literally next to each other. So these 2 zones can be kind of thought of as like one zone split in 2, you know? Because it's like, you come here to kind of, but Swamp of Sorrows is lower level actually. It's only, Swamp of Sorrows is only 35 to 45. Or what level is it? It's 35 to 45. And then Blasted Lands is 45 to 55. So it's the higher of the 2. But here's
like how Stranglethorn Vale is like tropical shit, right? It's at the very south. Like tropical is always south, you know?
Yeah. Which, by the way, we never went to Booty Bay, for fuck's sake.
Where was it again?
South Stranglethorn, the southern tip of Stranglethorn. We never visited it. We never went to fucking.
Aren't we just close? Don't you just want to run there now, or is it too late now?
I mean,
what were we gonna do there? Just to look at it, or did
we could just look? But it would be like it'd be like a We can go there because we can just fly back to Stonard. So let's just do that.
Okay.
Because it'll be fast
Yeah, but
to fly.
I was gonna do something there with my actual warrior, which I no longer have quests, but like we can
Yeah.
still look at it. Didn't we look at Booty Bay once earlier in one of the earlier videos? Are you sure?
Yeah, we avoided it the whole time. It's literally not discovered on my map. I mean, I guess I made a new paladin.
Pirate town I saw the first time.
Oh,
Pirate town.
Oh, you did see the pirate town? Oh,
Yeah.
you saw Ratchet.
Ratchet. Okay, that's the I remember
Which
that.
is basically on the other side of the boat. So you need to take the boat from Ratchet. It takes you to Booty Bay. So one of the faster ways we could have reached.
So close to seeing the.
Yeah. So one of the ways we could have come here now was we could have flown to Gromgol, or we could have flown from Orgrimmar to Ratchet, taken the boat to Booty Bay. That's probably slower because Gromgol is further north on Stranglethorn, and so you're trying to go north to Duskwood, so that would have been not as efficient actually to go to Booty Bay, but let's just go look now. Might as well.
So you can explain this now while we're running here. You were telling me about that the new zone has actual flying mounts where you can fly up high and like control the flying
In the
like
air, fly around and land on there's little flying islands and shit. You can land on them and get off your mount and then walk around and then get back on your mount and fly down or whatever. Yeah.
Yes.
The only thing you can't do is you can't mount mid-air as you're falling, unfortunately. Unless you're a druid, then you can, and because guess what? You turn into a bird, motherfucker, as a druid, and then that bird is instant cast. Which, for that reason alone, by the way, people make druids just to farm, because imagine you're trying to collect ore nodes or something like that, right? And now imagine every time you stop to get an ore node, you have to remount 3 seconds, remount 3 seconds, remount 3 seconds, right? Now the druid instant cast, so that 3 seconds. Imagine if you're making a farming character and you're planning to farm tens of thousands of nodes of ore. So 3 seconds for every single one of those. Oh shit, we're going the wrong way. We gotta go onto the other. Fuck. Whoops. Took the path that we shouldn't have gone this way. Fucking bird! I blame the bird. Blame the bird.
But if you're on your flying mount in this earlier areas, then you're just gonna be like really close to the ground, like 3 feet above the ground.
You literally can't mount. Oh, actually, no, wait. No, you can. You're right. Yeah, you can mount. You just run around on the ground with your flying mount. Yeah.
Hilarious.
So because your flying mount already has the ability to walk around on the ground, right?
How much do these mounts cost? And I don't think you explained how much these fucking mounts cost us to buy.
Wait, these ones, the current ones we're using, or what?
Yeah, weren't these like 500 or some shit?
Yeah, but they changed some of those things. So, before, they used to cost 1,000 gold. Now, it's like 700 or something. But then, it's also reduced by like if you have friendly or with your faction or not. So it's lowered by 10%. So it's like 630 gold or something like that with that bonus. If you also have rank 3 PvP, you can get it reduced by another 10%. Let's go left here. Or actually, just go through town. It's fine. It's fine. Night Watch, whatever. They're not very good at their jobs. We should go left out of here.
We're so fast, they can't even keep up.
Mostly the players you worry about.
Changed or something too, you were saying.
So, and then the mount also used to be dual spec was 100 gold. They made that go up to 500. That's like gone up actually. The mount cost went down. They also made it so you can get the mount at 30 instead of 40. The first mount. That mount used to cost 100 gold, and it's now only 40, which is only like 32 if you have the two 10% discounts. And then they also flipped it, I think, because it used to be that the mount cost a lot, and then the riding was cheap, and they actually made it the other way now. So the riding is just what actually costs 700 gold now. The mount itself
cost a lot.
The mount was cheap. The mount was only 100 gold each. So it used to be that the mount was the super expensive one, but then they realized, like, well, what if someone wants to buy 3 different color mounts? So now the riding is the expensive part, and then the different color variations are the cheaper, you know, if you want 1 or 2 or 3.
Have you ever blinked? Sorry, have you ever blinked and then had an eyelash come somehow into your eye? fucking randomly this eyelash just like attacked my eye, and I was like,
Jesus
what
Christ.
the fuck? Out of nowhere for no reason. This motherfucker was like, I'm gonna attack you now.
All right, so pay attention here because we're gonna maybe encounter players here.
Okay.
Focus your energies.
I'll be dealing with my eyelash in my eye right as that happens.
Jesus Christ.
Of course, that's when it's
Jesus Christ. Sound like a woman.
Oh, I've already dealt with it.
My eyelash, my fake lashes.
No, but seriously, like literally one of them fucking turned inwards and poked my eye. I was like, what the fuck? Very unusual. Well, look how it just changes from that like fucking Tim Burton zone to like this tropical really fast.
Well, you know, you recognize where we are now, don't you?
Yeah, yes, this, immediately, yes.
And look what's to the right, the most famous spot.
The camp where all
the camp
are.
The camp, missing where he's camp, yes.
You see, again, this is a thing where I was so close to the other area, we just never crossed into it, and I was like,
not connected.
My memory was not connected.
They're not connected.
So close,
no.
But so far. So close, but so far.
We should go over there and murder a low-level player just for the.
No,
you know.
Let's not be like those peasants. Peasantish behavior.
Yeah, no.
See, that's what most people do. They sink to the level of others in society. We stay above the peasantish behavior. Do not sink down. Do not sink down, my son. You must stay above. Stealth player detected. As soon as you enter Stranglethorn, the first time in this video, stealth player detected.
Yeah, pretty much.
Level 70 mage or whatever, you know, the worst level 70 you can encounter. Druid, or what's the worst ones? What are the worst ones? The most evil.
The fucking warlock and the mage.
Level 70 warlock detected.
Yes, that's well. Actually, no. Okay, the stealth ones. The rogue, and the druid would be those stealthy ones. Has to be like if they're stealthing.
Run south to this booty bay, or do you have to take a boat?
No, I'm just showing you. This is Gromgol.
I want the fly path.
Oh yeah, you probably don't have this, do you?
Yeah, where is the guy? Here he is.
Oh, you don't have it. No, you don't. Yeah. So this is where you take the Zeppelin from Orgrimmar or Undercity and you'd come in here.
Yeah.
This is Gromgol.
Which I've done with my warrior, I just haven't done it with this paladin yet.
Yeah, exactly. I already did it, I guess, on this, because I was going down to...
I am a lost buffoon in a
So what we never did is we never went south in Booty Bay, so let's just go do that.
Yeah.
You have to go up.
We kind of started running south here, but then we just stopped. We turned around, or we ran out of time that night, or some shit. I remember these,
ogres.
I remember these ruins right here. I remember this.
Yeah, we fought these ogres. But then you go this way, and then you go to the right here, and then you get stuck behind this thing called the Gurubashi Arena, which I don't know if we went this way. Did we?
I don't remember this. We stopped right at those wizards.
Yeah, so like the quests, when you do the camp quests, one of them leads you to fight tigers, and one makes you fight panthers, and the other one makes you fight raptors. Tigers, panthers, raptors. And so here's like the place where you'd fight the level 4, the third raptors quest is over here, or whatever. Back here. So it would have eventually led you here, right? No, but let's go back. So if you open your map, you notice how we're like off the road?
Yeah. We should go on the road?
Yeah, we should go back to the road because I know that it doesn't connect through properly, so we need to go back.
Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, here's a word that just popped in my mind because I was struggling to say ogre or wizard earlier. I don't know how I got those mixed up, but
ogre and wizard.
Wizork.
What is it?
Wizork. A wizard orc. A wizork.
Wizork.
What do you think?
It's okay.
Better make a new World of Warcraft because you just got a new character class.
Well, because like I always would name my warlock a warlork because he's a warlock orc.
Okay.
Warlork.
No, mine is not even that creative.
No. Someone already had warlork this time on the server, for fuck's sake. Someone already took it.
You know what I like about that show, Black Sails? How they actually filmed them in these tropical islandish locations. They would have like literally these little tropical islands.
Wasn't green screened?
No, a lot of that shit was filmed on these actual tropical islands and shit. It's a huge production now. What's that one guy who was really hated in movies, but he actually
Michael Bay.
What is his name?
Michael Bay.
Yes. and he actually spent like huge production value on like
He
does
loves
on
pirates.
all his movies.
He loves pirates so much.
But then
So
that
much.
actually was good. It was like actually one of his only good movies that he ever made.
All right,
Shows,
look at this place we're
really
at.
high production things.
Look where we're going. You see where we're walking into an arena currently?
Yeah. Why are we going here? Or just to look at it?
Yeah.
Oh, because it's like a Coliseum.
Huge fucking Coliseum. So this, what happens here is every 3 hours, randomly, not randomly, it's every 3 hours. It's literally not random. It's the opposite of random.
Yeah.
On the dot, a chest appears in the center of the arena, and an announcement will go out, and you'll see a red text, and it'll say like, blah blah blah, he who can get my treasure, blah blah blah. Some stupid goblin pirate idiot starts ranting about it.
Is there a pervert sitting across the way there? Short John Mithril.
He watches. He's a watcher. He's a pervert. Yeah.
A watcher.
But so, I don't know what time it is, but if you're here when that time comes, then, and I think even if you're playing in a non-PvP server where you're not flagged as PvP in the Stranglethorn Vale, if you jump into this arena, you would get flagged as soon as you jump into the arena, because it's
see,
like.
with my bird though, look what my bird does.
What?
Judges. Yeah. He's like a little angry, judgmental bird. Now judge the other players like, I hate you.
What? So you open this chest and then it gives some sort of fucking item.
Angry.
It gives some item, and then it also gives another item which you have to collect like 12 of to get. So you have to fucking get this chest like 12 fucking times. It's ridiculous. And it's only every 4 times a day, every 3 hours, or 4 times, 8 times a day. You know,
He forgot how hours works.
He forgot how many hours are in a day. But anyway, so this Guru Bashi arena, sometimes I've actually gotten that chest before, because I would be on at like 3 a.m. and I would see the message and I'd be like, oh shit, and I'd like rush over there real fast. But on a daytime, you're not going to be able to get it, because the people who actually want it are already waiting there 5 minutes ahead of time. You know, they're not starting to run there when the announcement comes out. They're already there waiting.
They have an alarm modification for the game saying alarm 10 minutes till event, and then you gotta run over there.
Of course they got that. Yeah, they do have add-ons like that.
Anyway, so many good recommendations of shows and movies in this episode. It's the information episode. It's amazing, full of information, juicy information.
This is actually the Dark Portal episode, not the movies and TV shows episode. But
so many good movies and shows that you mentioned.
Shows where your fucking brain is at.
You know how there's a sequel to.
This one reminds me of Gladiator. Do you remember in Gladiator where they would have the chariots and they fight tigers and?
That's exactly what I was about to say. Did you know that they're actually making Gladiator 2, Ridley Scott?
Oh, yeah, it looks bad. I don't like it. That's not a good. No, that's not good.
Why would he do that? Why would they do Passion of the Christ 2, ruin that? Gladiator 2, ruin that? Ruin a perfect. All
right, here we are.
Literally a perfect movie.
Here we are, sir.
These directors think in their mind.
Jesus Christ, this is the movie episode.
Okay, that's all I'll say. In their mind, they think that the movie that they made before will stand alone, but no, it taints it. The new one can taint the image of the original. Anyway, that's all.
Yeah, it can.
Or what's happening here?
Nothing. They're just fighting. Players are fighting. I just wanted you to see. Isn't this like a nice looking little place here?
Where's the actual like camp or something? Is there anything here?
City is back here.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted
you. If this is the place you came to show me, I was gonna laugh.
No, but isn't that a nice little scene of the little cove with the little boat
nice,
and the pirates and there's
I thought Booty Bay was a dock with players fighting.
It's this shit. You see the giant shark fucking to mouth and you see the 2 goblins.
That's pretty cool.
Guards, Booty Bay Bruiser. That's what they're gonna bruise your ass. They're gonna do.
Bruise my ass.
You go into the mouth of the shark. Now you know you're entering a pirate bay because you have entered through a shark's mouth.
Booty Bay Bruiser. Nice. This does look very nice. Holy shit. I like the water. I like that island over there with a giant goblin.
Giant goblin statue, and there's also a giant on there. You see the giant over there?
Oh,
that's actually
giant.
He's actually huge. Like when you actually get over that close to him, you're actually tiny. You're like barely up to his knees on him. Wow. Yeah, and so this boat, by the way, right here that's arriving right now, this is the boat that arrives at Ratchet. The boat literally goes from here to Ratchet and back and forth, back and forth.
Nice.
But so when you're in Ratchet, you're on the Horde starting zone, so you're not flagged. As soon as you get on the boat and the boat switches continents or whatever, you get flagged as PvP because you're entering Stranglethorn Vale or whatever.
I see.
So sometimes people will hide on the boat and murder you.
Nice.
Waiting for you to be flagged.
Took that opportunity, did they?
So this is a little shanty town. So Ratchet is like the small version of this. This is like the capital city version of Ratchet, don't you think? These little shanty town, shack town.
Yeah. Where's this fucking... There's a person, is he up there? How do you get up there?
Okay, so the flight path is like all the way through this inn.
Holy shit, because I can see it's above me somehow, but like, how do you
This
get there?
this also, you know what it reminds me of is Donkey Kong Country for some reason.
Yeah.
This kind of like...
Yeah, no, yeah, there's a lot of tropical settings in that
But like
game,
this,
yeah.
like the fact that you have to run up those stairs and you run over here and then you run across this little rope bridge and you're in the bar. This shit kind of reminds me of like the level design of Donkey Kong Country. Not the level design, but like the theme and like the overworld map selection design and all that shit, you know?
Yeah. Oh, I like how this shit is like a boat fucking turned into a...
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever this is, whatever is happening in here.
And then it's actually
Very
the
nice,
weirdest thing is there's a little tiny path here. I always miss this. Look over here. There's a turn over here, and you go this way. Isn't that ridiculous? Here's the Wind Rider.
Wow. Alright, so we have the southernmost flight path.
New flight path discovered. Yeah.
To victory.
Very
if
nice.
you look, oh nice. This is I never actually run out on this roof before. What the fuck? Why have I never done this?
That's where the video ends. I'm just kidding.
I've
So
never
there's no
run
dark
out on
portal,
this
sorry.
fucking roof. I've never run out here ever. Playing this game like 10,000 hours and I've never run over here.
Because you know what? You're a tunnel vision boombox player like all the YouTube
To the objective, straight to the objective.
Tunnel player,
no, because
player.
like the first 1,000 hours I played this game wasn't like that. It was, oh god, I'm falling. Please don't fall. Okay.
Oh fucking!
No, I'm down. I dropped to the dock. I fell onto the
You
dock.
have to take this flight path back to where do we have to go?
No, yeah, I want to show you one more thing here.
Oh, do I drop down?
To the docks, yeah.
Yes.
This fucking player's looking at me. Don't look at me, player. Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
Hey, don't be a feminist. You decided to dress that way.
Yeah, well, I'm not trying to get
You
attention.
decided to wear that today.
This is for me. This is so I feel confident, okay?
It's for me. I like to
This is
show
for
my
my-
ass. It's for me.
It's for me, motherfucker. So
the most hilarious. That's the most hilarious thing I've like ever heard. You know, that people say.
yeah,
If you try to use it as
yeah.
an actual excuse.
It's about my confidence. I want to feel good. It has nothing to do with your gaze. All right,
Why don't I walk around in a Speedo with my, dick almost hanging out and be like, it's for my
me.
confidence.
It's for me. All right, here, let's focus.
Well, that wouldn't work, would it?
All right, let's do this. Let's focus.
Police would be arresting me real quick.
I'll show you just two things here real quick, and then I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
So over here, in Booty Bay, this should have been shown, by the way, 30 videos ago. They have a bank here, which I don't know if you remember. There was a bank in Ratchet as well. They did have a bank in Ratchet, right? This accesses the same bank as in other capital cities, but there's also an auction here.
Look. Here's my items. You can look at them. This is the shoulders I would have worn, which are much higher than the current ones I have.
I don't care.
Look what I sacrificed.
I don't
for the
care.
look.
Oh,
Yes, I
you
had
mean
better,
I don't care. Whatever. Fuck it. I can't. Your screen isn't even on, yo.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, okay. Never mind.
Fuck that shit. There's no time for that shit.
I was trying to show it off as if my screen was on, good sir.
Yeah, I know it's not. Look, there's an auction house here.
Oh, okay, nice.
See this little goblin standing right here? So this is, do you remember how we went to Gadgetzan, which is another goblin town? It also had an auction house, which is a separate auction house from the... So if you do a search, you'll find like a total 5 pages of items, 217 total items on the entire auction house over here. Mostly selling like unique items that are not available, because it's a cross-faction auction house where Alliance can list items that the Horde can buy. There's certain pets and stuff that only Alliance can buy, and there's pets that only Horde can buy, and then the only way you can get them is if someone lists them on this neutral auction house on the other faction. I mean, the only way to get it. But anyway, so this is another... In Ratchet, there's a bank, but there's no auction house. So you'd have to come to Voodoo Bay to use the neutral auction house. But this would be the first neutral auction house you'd encounter would be here, not Gadgetzan, because you'd find this place like level 20, 30, you know. Gadgetzan, you're not supposed to reach level 50. Oh, all right, let's fly. Let's go into the inn, get the flight path. Let's fly. Yeah. Actually, by the way, flying, sometimes the flight paths are actually really good at seeing what's where in the world, because do you remember how many times I tried to show you the Dalaran dome, right? Well, if you take the flight path from Undercity to Tarn Mill, the motherfucking flight path goes straight through the dome. Like, it flies through the dome.
Oh.
So, we just always run that shit. Alright, fly to Stonard.
When you're flying with your flying mount, I'm assuming this shit still flies like 5 times faster when you're doing this like story flying or whatever, path flying.
Yeah, this flight path is much faster than your flying mount. Yeah, I mean your flying mount is pretty fast,
land, like very fast.
So on the ground, your first mount is 60% faster than walking. The second mount, which you have now, is 100% faster, which is 40%. It's not 40% faster than 60%. It's 40% higher. You know, because it's not the. Anyways, I'm not gonna do the math now. Let's not get stuck on the math. What's that?
We're at 215% of normal speed.
No, we're at 100. Oh yeah, exactly. 100. No, we're plus 115. Yes, 215%. Yes.
Yes.
The flying mount is plus 280%.
Oh shit, that's fast. Yeah.
So you're at 380% total or whatever. Yeah.
That's fast. How high can you fly with a flying mount in the new zone?
I think they have like a slightly faster versions, which are 310. Forget about that. I think those ones are like the hard to find exclusive ones from raids and stuff. What's that?
How high can you fly with them? Is there a ceiling? Flight height?
I think that there is, but you know, that's something we will have to test. Now that I think about it, I definitely have probably done that. It probably just has a limit up there. Yeah.
Well,
but so
this game,
you need to reach
zone shit.
You need to reach
more fun.
You need to reach max level to get it though. It's an unfortunate thing.
Oh.
Like it's a little weird though, because like you play all of out. It's kind of cool because it forces you to play Outland from the ground first, and then you experience it from the sky after. If you already got your flying mount at the beginning, you would never run through those zones on the ground first, you know?
Just like real life. Do you know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
No. I'm saying like in the past, people didn't have flying vehicles yet, so they would have to first traverse the land via horse and land, and then they would get airplanes designed later, and then they're flying over the land. But not first. Not
in the individual human's life scale though. Like I guess you can think like when you're a baby, you know, you're crawling and then eventually you get a bike and you'd ride your bike around the neighborhood. At least in the past you did, not anymore, but you know. And then eventually you get a car and then you're like, yeah, I got a car. It was like the greatest thing ever. These days people don't even get driver's licenses apparently. It's sad. They just sit in their room and they use the computer. Virtual world.
Yeah. Here's a random chat message on the chat. Someone is replying to someone. Our houses aren't made of paper, at least. So I wonder what that was in response to. You know, like what kind of comment, you know. Can't be good. It can't be good. Now we're in that acid zone.
And I've lived in both America and Europe, and all I know is where I am able to DoorDash Five Guys at 8 p.m. DoorDash Five Guys? Like, if you didn't know what those things were, it would sound like he's ordering some sort of orgy gangbang to his house or something.
Yeah.
But
Five Guys is the name of a restaurant.
I know it's a burger place, isn't it? Isn't it a burger place?
Yeah, it is. A stupid name though, right?
Five Guys.
I think I actually tried them once and I found it to be nothing special. I tried the Five Guy orgy and I was like, nope, it's not for me.
Jesus. All right, let's go to the actual objective.
Yeah.
So now the question is, question is this. Unfortunately, this video has gotten too long.
Just show me the way to the dark portal.
Well, I think I need to make a new video.
Okay, but it's gonna be a short one.
Like, it's gonna take too long, you know?
Alright.
Or did you, like...
Fine. Well, how long does it take to get to the dark portal?
Alright, let's just put it on the end of this video. Fuck it. That's fine. Let's go.
I mean, it sounded like it was gonna be pretty close.
I'm just thinking of like more like what we do after. I think we'll just do the after part next video, where we actually start questing there, and so it won't actually take that long because we're just going there and we're just gonna look and then
Yeah. Oh, I wasn't gonna have enough time to quest tonight anyway, so.
Yeah. All right.
Don't you know my second name is SiRiUS? A hidden secret name is SiRiUS. I always turn from Sirius into SiRiUS.
Like a pumpkin
transformation
at midnight, like a pumpkin, motherfucker. He turns,
no, it's more like 9 p.m.
His
it's like
brain.
A Disney movie. It's like 9 p.m.
It's like a Cinderella, but instead of everything, the pumpkin turning into a horse-drawn cart, it's that your brain material turns to pumpkin mush.
Into a pumpkin. I was gonna say into a pumpkin, into the mush inside mushy seedy part of a pumpkin.
Yes. Yes.
Yep. It's happening. It's happening very soon. That's why I try not to really game blast. I try not to game blast. Example of into mush.
Look at this place.
9 p.m. or 10 p.m. is my cutoff.
You notice the lightning here?
Yeah. What is that about?
Well, this is called the blasted lands, and so the lands are being blasted.
Oh, blasted.
Lands are being blasted. Okay, so now we're approaching the dark portal. We might be murdered here.
Oh fuck!
I see a player ahead of us, so let's just avoid and go. See this little path right here? So normally...
Do you have to go through the obvious path, or can you go around it?
No, you gotta go down here. So...
You're gonna murder us.
See the portal?
Yes, it's pretty big. I do
pretty
see
fucking
it.
big. Yes. Okay, you see these little... Oh shit, these are player corpses everywhere. Fuck. These are definitely...
through. Get this, is there a flight path here? No.
No, you just gotta click on the portal. Through the portal!
Any treachery.
Through the portal! Wait, screenshot! Stand here for the portal.
The player comes through the portal and immediately, like, slice, like fucking Sephiroth. Ching! By the way, my character...
Can we stand over here a little bit further forward? There we go. And
the character does look like a golden Sephiroth.
More forward, sir. And you... Oh, okay, I will dismount as well. I will... Fuck, do I dismount? Dismount, you fucking piece of shit. Stand up, you stupid bitch. Try to take screenshots before we're murdered.
You're character abuser, you abuse your character.
Just try to take a screenshot before we're murdered. Alright. There we go. That's the screenshot right there. Wing!
This is the dark portal. Why don't they call it the dark green portal?
Dark green portal.
And it is. I expected a black portal, but it's a fucking dark green motherfucker.
All right, let's go through this shit.
The bad player's coming. The bad player's coming.
Ah, go! Ah! The bad player is coming. He's coming.
I didn't look at what he was. I didn't see if he was like a 70 something or whatever.
It's through. What? We're like not flagged for PvP here? What the fuck?
That's interesting.
That's weird. I didn't know that.
On the other end, he was red.
Yeah. That's weird. Oh, because we're all working together because of the Horde and the Alliance. So both want to fight the Dark Portal, right? Like they both want to fight off the demon scourge coming to destroy the world or whatever. The Horde are not evil; they are just ugly. You know, the Horde, they're like orcs. They're the freaks of the world, but they're not evil.
Yeah.
These people here are the pit commander and shit. These are the evil people coming from in Warcraft 3. These people are coming through the portal, taking over the world and like destroying the world, the scourge or whatever they're called. Or
so these constantly respawn and then they're constantly battling them over and over. This just plays out over and over and over.
Yes.
Do we have to interact or do you just avoid these?
No, you just avoid them. So there's a flight path over here.
Pit commander is fucking beast. Is he unkillable for now? I'm assuming.
I think that there's something to it. He's question mark. Yeah, these are all super high level shit. I think over here is the Alliance side, and here's the Horde side. You see the little flag marker there? Banner? So, like, here's, look, these are our Lieutenant General Orion right here, and here's the trolls and the orcs and whatever, and then here's on the other side is the humans right here. Commander Duron and the fucking dwarf idiot. Look at this fucking idiot dwarf. Look how stupid he looks. Fucking dwarf.
Bunch of Alliance rejects. No, some people like playing as Alliance.
I like playing as both, it's fine. But when you're on Alliance, you must make fun of Horde, and when you're on Horde, you must make fun of Alliance. That's just how it works. Alright, here's the flight path. And so notice now, what is this Thrallmar? You can fly to Thrallmar? Oh,
I guess, didn't we...
You have to do that because there's no way to get across this. So you gotta they give you this flight path on purpose. So let's fly it. Let's see it. Let's see what they got.
Do I want to run there? Or
no, they want you to fly this on purpose so you see all this from above. Actually,
I see.
That's why they give you the flight path before you've even been there. And so now you're supposed to be looking around like, what the fuck? We're flying in. Wait, this is like Dark City, where like we're on a floating peninsula or island or whatever, right? Of
yeah.
The whole world is just floating in space, but it's not round like a planet. What?
The
Outland.
final DLC of Nazi Zombies Black Ops 3 of the floating landscapes.
Is that what they have, or what?
They had like these floating landscapes in the final DLC for Nazi Zombies Black Ops 3, I believe. You played it with me like once or twice, and you don't remember it at all.
Here we are. This is the town.
Nice, nice. You can avoid that battle.
Yeah, you're supposed to just kind of see it that's happening. The eternal battle. So what this is, though, by the way, is these motherfuckers are coming through the portal and attacking us, and then we opened a dark portal to their world, and we're attacking them in their homeland.
Oh, I see.
That's what this
we're the aggressor.
That's why it's called the Burning Crusade. That's where the Crusade part comes from, because guess what the Crusades were? It's going into the Muslim lands and attacking them there, because they've been pillaging and raping and murdering their way through all of Europe for several hundred years, and so then they're going to have a crusade.
Motherfucker, revenge.
Yeah, so it's crusade time.
Look at this person's name. Closet Furries.
Oh, that's the guild, yeah.
Guild name.
Alright, so is there a... here's the inn over here, I think. This big thing. I think that's the inn. Anyways, that's pretty much it.
Basically, that's a logical story idea in this game. Like, yes, these what are these freaks called in this game? They're not horde. They're what are these?
Scourge or something, I think.
Scourge. Yeah, so they've been like coming through, killing the people of the land and everything. So it's like revenge time, motherfucker.
Yeah, and even to the point where the Horde and the Alliance are willing to put aside their wars for now in order to take revenge on this alien. Well, it's like, what is that movie called? Independence Day, right? Where the aliens are coming and they're going to destroy the whole planet. So then, like, you know, even Russia is suddenly like, let's work with America, so we will destroy
all the nukes. We use all the nukes.
Yeah. So can we get a view of this place from up here or something? Yeah, up on this ridge.
This is a cool, interesting looking area, I gotta say.
Yeah, so this first zone is called Hellfire Peninsula. This is where you start. So you enter the Dark Portal. This is like where you very first... Like, so when I played the Burning Crusade, I never actually played the Burning Crusade. I played Wrath of the Lich King, and I came to Outland, but it was already on the next content. It was on the next expansion, so you can still, you know, when Wrath of the Lich King comes out, the second expansion, you get Northrend, a whole new zone to explore, but you could still you still have to do Outland, because 1 to 60 is the starting zones, 60 to 70 is Outland, and then 70 to 80 is Northrend. So they're like, you know, this will always be the 60 to 70
I see.
zones or whatever the fuck, yeah. And so the Hellfire Peninsula is the lowest level of them all, which is level 60 or 58. I think there's like level 58 enemies here and stuff. And then we need to go to Terrakar Forest to get to Shatrath City, which we already have because we paid a motherfucker 5G portal us to Shatrath. So let's just fly there.
I needed to do something there right when I first got my paladin.
No, this is a common thing that people do because no, because what you want to do is you want to set your. Let's just go there right now, real quick. Let's fly there because we have the flight path, I think. And then I'll explain it as we fly. And that'll pretty much be the video.
Something that you made me do. It was not my choice.
Yeah, so basically, it'll make some more sense when we're there, but Shatrath is...
I didn't want to rape the person, but he made me.
So,
he made me.
So normally, you wouldn't go to Shatrath till after you do Hellfire Peninsula. You quest around in here a little bit, and then you actually go... Where's the Flight Master?
I don't... Oh.
Here, right here. Over here. It's this blue guy. Look at this fucking blue motherfucker. He's so blue. This is like Morpheus. Oh, no, go outside. It's the we already picked it up. It's right next to it. No, other side, left. There, over there. We just picked this up 2 minutes ago.
Where was he?
Yeah, keep coming. Come towards me. I'm on your mini-map, motherfucker. No,
you're not. You're, unless you're the giant green arrow.
No, I'm underneath the green arrow, so you can't see me.
That's the problem.
Talk to this fucking guy right here. Do you see me with the name? Reka?
This is where I was running when you told me to turn around.
I didn't tell you to turn around.
Yeah, you did.
You were in the building. What the fuck are you talking about? You were in the building when I told you to turn around.
But so Shatrath?
How may I aid you?
Yeah, fly to Shatrath. Alright, so... And then I can kind of show this while we fly above it, too. So normally you'd enter here, the dark portal, through the portal, and you'd have to quest here. You wouldn't be able to go to Shatrath with some motherfucker portaling you, because no one would have a portal to Shatrath yet, right? Like,
you have to fight your way through the lands to there.
So it actually wasn't a portal, it was a warlock summoned us, which they were offering summons to Shatrath for 5 gold in the city, and then you basically just whisper them, and then they'll invite you to their party, and then they'll summon you, and then you just appear in Shatrath. And the reason you do that...
I'd like to cheat, please. Just 5 gold. Okay.
That guy made so much money yesterday. He was making 5... Like, when I joined his party, other people were joining his party. People were coming and going in and out of his party non-stop.
So do with the 10,000 gold you made or 20,000 gold you made in a fucking day.
Hookers and blow. I don't know. So here we are in... We're exiting the Hellfire Peninsula, and we're flying into the next zone here.
Whoa, this looks crazy. Changes dramatically. Dramatic change.
This zone is called Terrakar Forest.
Trees look crazy here. Trees are angry.
Trees are angry.
A very angry, spiky look here.
Look, you actually get to see
like giant angel wings.
See the giant mushrooms to the right? There? On the right, there's a giant mushroom thing over there.
Yeah.
That's Zangar.
That's crazy. Mushroom forest.
Zangar Marsh, the mushroom biome. Yeah, kind of cool.
Nice.
Here we are.
These areas look. They look pretty cool. They've designed some cool new areas.
So this is like multiple years after the first game came out. They've been working on this expansion. This is the first expansion. So they got the first chance to add like all of the new things that they wanted to add and all the things they couldn't add before vanilla had to be released. You know, like there's a bunch of unfinished stuff that they finished and like, you know.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Alright, so I guess next time we'll actually start doing quests here and stuff.
Yeah, I'll show one more thing, which is
okay.
So the reason you do why did we pay 5G to get sent here? It's because so first you set your in here, so that way whenever you hearth, you just end up here, which we've both done.
Oh, because I know why. You told me this earlier, but you can say it.
Yeah, it's because this center of the city is a giant teleport portal hub. So here you have a portal to Silvermoon City, Blood Elf capital. Here's the portal to Exodar, the Draenei capital city. You can't use it because you're not Alliance, but they can use it. Here's the portal trainer, which trains mages to teleport to these cities and stuff. And then you have the 3 main capital cities of the Horde over here.
I'm wondering why there's a fucking portal trainer. I was like, what the fuck? Train you how to use a portal? How to walk
into a portal? Only mages can do it, yeah. Thunderbluff, Orgrimmar, Undercity portals right here. And then you have...
all the main places.
On the other side over here, all the way across here is the Alliance 3 main cities. You can't mouse over them, but it's Stormwind, Ironforge, and Teldrassil, or whatever, the 9 elf. And then the center here is this other one, which I'm pretty sure this has something to do with that Isle of Quell, whatever the fuck you're asking about. You know?
I see.
But this is some sort of way that you access the portals aren't even open. The higher level shit from this expansion or whatever. I think this where the portals are. But the point is, these are one-way portals. They do not come back. So what you want to do is you want to set your Hearthstone to Shattrath, so you can Hearth here, and then you can go to any city. So it's almost like you set your Hearth to every city, because this is like you've set it to the hub.
Scryer's tier?
Where's what?
Where my thing set to Scryer's tier.
Scryer's tier, if you open your map, is on the south end.
Ah, so it is here. Okay, very good.
Actually, if you can we run out here and look at this real quick? You just run outside here on the southwest side, and then you look up. Actually, we should just go up there. I mean, let's just go up there. Over here. This is where, like, because this is a multi-faction city, the Alliance and the Horde both are in this. This is the first capital city, by the way, which is like that, right? Like Booty Bay and Gadgetan are kind of like that, but they're, I guess they are kind of like capital cities. Yeah, no, I guess they would count. But this is like, you know, the capital city, and it has both factions. And so, like, isn't it unfair that these other motherfuckers ride their elevator, the Alliance ride their, look how high they go.
You're like, 20-foot unfairness.
Why are we, that's like 50 feet, motherfucker. Why are we on the lower, why is the Horde on the lower fucking tier? Like, who decided that the Alliance needs to be on the upper tier?
Who put these Alliance, who put the Horde onto little man syndrome by doing this?
But yeah, so basically from now on we'll just be hearthing here, and we're going to be flying out from here. This is going to be our main city, and they do the same thing again, by the way, in the second expansion, the Wrath of the Lich King. They make a city called Dalaran, which is a flying city in the sky, by the way. Guess how you get there the first time? You fly to
flying mount only.
You fly there with your flying mount and you fucking land. It's amazing. And then
you have to reach level 70 to get there. And
then the nicer thing about it is that it's also a hub city with portals to everywhere, but they made it even smaller and more condensed, so that way it's even more efficient to teleport there and then take a portal to another, you know.
But what if a warlock teleports you there and you don't have a flying mount and you just have to, like, just fall off the edge into the water below?
Well, you can take the portals to leave. Yeah, you can take the portals out anywhere, but yeah.
Very cool. Doesn't my character look way better than my warrior did?
Can you face this other direction so we can take a screenshot here? I mean, yeah, I don't think you liked your Tauren character. I liked Tauren, so I will make no comment about that, but...
Here's a comment in the chat. These people make funny comments all the time. Your Nan is trustworthy. Your Nan, your mom, Nana.
Wow.
Nan is trustworthy. Funny.
Oh yeah, this Shattrath. It's a fucking giant ship that's crashed into the ground, isn't it? No, I'm thinking of Exodar.
Okay, yeah.
Which is the Draenei thing, but I don't know what the fuck this is. This is like a something's been shot into the ground and created a giant crater, and then the city's like in a crater. Like, look at the center part. The center part looks like a fucking alien ship.
Kind of, yeah. It's just a weirdo design. I could see like some weird dwarves making a design like this, carving it out of the mountain.
So this is all the Draenei shit. So the Draenei are those blue Alliance new race or whatever, and they are like a spacefaring, traveling, you know, whatever the fuck, and their home planet was destroyed by the Scourge, and they escaped here. And that's why it's like, Yeah, so they already know what's up. They already know how bad they are, and they're kind of like the refugees or something like that of the world. I don't know where the blood elves come from, and then they're like, oh yeah, and by the way, guys, we've been here the whole time. The blood elves. We've been you know, exclusive or something. You know, like the Draenei are like.
Maybe they had an island which drifted, like a faraway island which drifted to the other mainland over time, and they were just on that island before.
Yeah, the Draenei have a little bit more of
story.
a backstory of how they show up and shit. Anyways, yeah. So next time we'll actually be start questing here.
Oh yeah.
Wow, your sword is super nice, actually.
Outro.
Yeah.
Outro.